Welcome back to the Esports Juice Box, where we break down this week's news in esports into small, digestible sizes for your easy consumption. This episode will cover the start of the professional season for CSGO and what is happening in the LCS. The group stage for Counter-Strike's Blast Premier Spring event began this week with teams such as number 1 ranked Heroic, number 2 ranked G2, number 3 ranked Team Liquid, and number 4 ranked FaZe. Trailing behind will be Brazil's hyper-aggressive Furia, as well as the latest major champions, currently going by the name of Outsiders. The top 6 teams will qualify directly to the Blast Premier Spring Finals, while the remaining 6 teams will try again to qualify at the Spring Showdown in April. This should be a high-quality event, as most of these teams decided to run it back, with the exception of Astralis and Ninjas in Pajamas, as legendary Opera Device makes his return to Astralis. NiP recently acquired the rookie Headtrick from Navi Jr., who has been pumping out young talent with the likes of m0NESY on G2, and Nipple, who has been promoted to the main Navi roster. I am personally super excited for this event, because my favorite team, OG, is competing and actually has a shot to qualify again this year, and then lose in the first round. So, we'll see how that turns out, and next we're going to switch it over to League of Legends. Next, over in League of Legends, we have to cover what's happening in the LCS. For those who don't know, the LCS has been in flux over the past few years, as North American teams have had a collective abysmal performance at the World Championships this year, with none of the 3 LCS teams making it to the playoff stage, and going a total of 3-15 in the group stage.
I'm losing my mind watching this. They're so bad. Sorry to say. I'm so sorry to say this, but they're so bad.
Even before this World, the LCS and North America hadn't seen a lot of success on the international stage. The farthest a North American team went was in 2018, when Cloud9 reached the semi-final round at the World Finals. If you want to see another similarly good performance, we'd have to go all the way back to Season 1. Needless to say, North America, despite being the birthplace of professional League of Legends, has not been able to perform compared to other professional leagues in Korea, China, and Europe. As a result of these poor performances and the competitive North American viewership market, the LCS has seen dwindling viewership. The LCS dropped from its height of 106,000 average concurrent viewers in the summer of 2020 to just 81,000 in the summer of 2022. Now going into the 2023 season, Riot Games has decided to move the LCS from their primetime broadcasting spot on Saturday and Sunday to Thursday and Friday at 3 p.m. Eastern. After a series of complaints from LCS fans, the time was pushed back to 5 p.m. Eastern. But what does this mean? Well, it may be a sign of the downfall of the LCS as one of the major regions in League of Legends. In the past few years, we've seen an increase in viewership from the LBLOL, the professional league in Brazil, which has actually seen more average concurrent viewers than the LCS in the summer split of 2022. Furthermore, not only has viewership dropped, the percentage of players in the LCS who are actually from North America are going down. We are seeing waves of import players from Korea, China, and Europe coming to the LCS. Most notably, Team Liquid's all-Korean-speaking roster, including recent world champion Pyosik from DRX, as well as former T1 top laner and world champion Marin in the head coaching position. As a result, North American teams have becoming, well, less North American. In order to understand the current state of Asian imports in North America, we need to first know how the rules work. The import rule states that any of the partner teams in the LCS, LCK, LPL, and LEC cannot have more than 2 players who are not residents of this region. Import players can also change their residency to a new region. However, that means that they forever give up that residency and can never switch back. That's why Liquid can field their all-Korean roster, as while Summit and Pyosik are Korean import players, Harry is an Australian Korean and switched residencies from Oceania to North America and is bilingual in Korean and English. Yeon is a Korean American and also bilingual in Korean and English. Finally, Core JJ is Korean and switched his residency from Korea to North America in February of 2022. This constant changing of residencies and inflow of foreign imports have diluted the LCS player pool to make it, well, less American. While one could argue that we should just ban import players or prevent them from changing residencies, there is an argument to be made that this would lead to less talent in an already competitively struggling LCS. On the other hand, the continued use of foreign players leads to the LCS slowly losing its regional identity as a North American league. In short, there is no right answer, except to wait it out and hope that a new wave of North American talent builds up through the academy teams. This influx of foreign talent could help make the academy players better as the level of competition rises. But one could only hope, and time is ticking as Riot Games is slowly losing faith in the league. For now, the LCS is at an impasse. Will the LCS continue to decline, or will we see a resurgence with the increase of foreign talent? Only time will tell. Thank you for listening to the Esports Juicebox, and we'll see you next week.